Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am EonShiKeno, and I've got with me Axel Toss. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm excited to get into this game. How are you?
I'm really excited, too. I want to see mTwDIMAGA versus ZvP here on Shakuros Plateau.
Yes.
And
mTwDIMAGA.
we actually went on a little adventure, and we discovered that mTwDIMAGA's clan is mTW Mind Factory.
Yes.
Yeah. I've never known that, and I've been paying attention to mTwDIMAGA since beta, since whenever, and I've just never heard anybody say it, so I'm going to say it.
I know. I think you're wrong. I think you screwed up.
Hey, I'm getting it straight from the Team Liquipedia mouth, straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
You know, can't they like edit that? Can't random people edit that? What if we're getting trolled on like a serious level here?
Serious trolling of mTwDIMAGA's clan name. I don't know.
Mind control? Is that what it's called?
Is what?
Mind. MTW Mind.
Mind Factory.
Mind Factory.
I think that's what it was called. So yeah.
I wonder what they sell. Like, it blows my mind. Get it? No?
I don't know what they do there, but interesting name, and hopefully we're gonna have an interesting game. Hasu looks like he's gonna go for a Forge Fast Expand Nexus. You know, Forge first, whatever. I don't know what he's gonna go with here. What do you think?
He thought about it. Like, he brought his probe like halfway, and the probe's like, "Nope, I'm not doing it." And now Hasu has to. It looks like he's just gonna save up some money, go for a Nexus Expand. Not too unusual of a build on this map.
And we have mTwDIMAGA going for a spawning pool first. I think that was like a 15 pool. And we're probably going to see him take an expansion too, at least as soon as he scouts out his opponent. He's taking that overlord to the top side of the map. He's going to see he's not up there. So now he's going to be easily well aware of where his opponent's at.
Yeah, this is a little weird. I mean, both of his overlords are going to the same place. And I don't really understand the logic in that. I mean, usually you'll see Zerg players send like one across the map, one to the right-hand corner, one to the bottom left-hand corner. But he's sending both in the same exact direction, but I'm not going to be too nitpicky. mTwDIMAGA knows what he's doing. He's a really good Zerg player, and it looks like Hasu putting down that Nexus first, getting down that Forge, and mTwDIMAGA droning up quite a bit, getting that hatchery, and it looks like we're going to get into the mid-game. No crazy cheeses going on just yet.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some straight-up macro play. Once mTwDIMAGA scouts out this expansion, he's going to have, like, you know, two options. He can either start macroing up, take a third, or he can put on the pressure and go, like, Nest T style almost, or Low Sierra, Startail, July Zerg style.
July, almost, I'd say.
Full-on pressure and try and break it. But this is probably not the best map to do that on due to the small ramp going on to that expansion. But, I mean, sometimes that'll work in your favor. You know, the person will make one cannon because they think, oh, I'll be safe. And then you're like, what are you doing? That's a bad idea. But it just happens to work.
Yeah, and, I mean, this map, both these players are doing what you would logically think they would. I mean, Hasu getting that fast Nexus, getting that Forge up, getting that cannon up. Zergling coming forward, but the probe is like, get out of here. But the Zergling's just going to waltz in. And the cannon's not done yet. So this Zergling going to be really annoying to Hasu. Going to start walking around the map. Well, not walking, I guess trotting. At the same time, mTwDIMAGA getting that third down. That's about 40% of the way done. This Zergling searching in vain for that probe that is just sitting there at that, I guess that would be his natural fourth, the bottom left main base. That probe is going to be chilling. We'll have to see if he tries to make a pylon with that later on in the game. Yeah,
that probe is just pretty much invisible. He ran that Zergling ran all the way around that probe, never saw it, and that probe probably thinks, you know, he's pretty awesome now. And, Hasu just kind of got pretty crazily lucky right there, and he's going to do it again. The Zergling's going back around. He's making.
Are you joking me?
He's making trip number 2. Let's see if he's going to see it this time.
mTwDIMAGA, it's right there, man.
It's right.
Look at this. Look at his rally. Oh my God.
If you hold down mTwDIMAGA's vision, there's only one spot. It's not.
Are you joking? And the probe, like, watch him go to the middle now. Now that the probe is left, mTwDIMAGA's going to be like, "What is this sorcery? How did this guy get a pylon outside of my hatchery? I have been scouting this entire game, but here the Zergling comes forward. Will he see it?"
Barely sees it as he walks down that ramp. He's like,
"Yep."
That Zergling's mind was just exploded. That's where the Mind Factory comes in.
Yes, there it is.
And throw down a photon cannon. Looks like he's going to try and apply some pressure here. Maybe going to try and wall off this cannon. Yes, he's going to not get a full wall off, but at least slow down the damage going onto that cannon from these Zerglings.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That's obviously committing a lot of minerals to that one location, and mTwDIMAGA has a lot of links coming forward, so I wouldn't be surprised if Hasu just canceled all 3, and that's exactly what he just did. And this pylon is going to be worked on now, so mTwDIMAGA, or Hasu losing some money there, and this third is going to get up quite nicely. I don't see a Stargate on the field, so Hasu is not going to be able to pressure mTwDIMAGA at all.
I think that the theory behind that attack throwing down a cannon and walling it off was actually a pretty good idea. Just in theory, you know, if he would have got that up, it would have denied mining from probably like, what, 4 patches of minerals down there?
Yep.
That would have actually been pretty damaging to DIMAGA. He wouldn't have been able to drone up as much. He would have had to deal with that. Maybe send some roaches up there. Just, you know, it's really just a pain in the ass more so than anything else. Kind of distracts you from what you really want to be thinking about.
Yeah, and something really cool that HaSuObs could have done, he did have a Zealot out. He sent it to his opponent's natural expansion where it got, I think, a couple of kills. Workers killed shows 1. Actually, it didn't get any kills, so DIMAGA with good micro. But I would have liked to see that Zealot go to the bottom left there to try to protect those 3 pylons in that cannon. It would have been a lot more effective, I think, and maybe he could have kept those alive, brought another probe down there, and continued with the cannon production while saving those pylons for warp-ins later for potential warp gates.
Yeah, it seems like he could have made the most out of his units and buildings if he would have went for that type of play with the Zealot there. Up to 4 casts now for HaSu, and so many drones coming out for DIMAGA. He's up to 56, and he's working on getting some more Roach Warren coming out. Zergling speed on the way. He's doing a nice job of doing those larva injects with his queens, keeping that energy low, and making some spine crawlers.
Yeah, I mean, DIMAGA's playing this pretty well right now, getting that harvester count up to 53, and now he's going to focus more on the unit production just to make sure he's absolutely safe. He's at a comfortable harvester number, so yeah, getting that Roach Warren down. I think he's producing some units there, if I can find the production tab. Yeah, 10 roaches.
He has a roach speed on the way, glial ring constitution. DIMAGA loves making spine crawlers, I think, more than almost any other Zerg player I've ever seen. I'll just see DIMAGA just throw down like 15 spine crawlers late game, and he just loves doing that. I think it's whenever you have like over 3,000 minerals or something like that and you're maxed, and you want to maybe do counterattacks, I think it's a really useful thing for Zerg to do. Yeah,
you can either throw away 30 Zerglings or just throw down 10 spine crawlers. Pretty similar effects. You know, you're freeing up supply for your meteor units like Broodlords. And spine crawlers are pretty darn good. I mean, they can do a lot of damage to a ground army of Protoss, at least in the early to mid game. I mean, in the later game, you could, in theory, use Colossi to outrange the spine crawlers. But spine crawlers are pretty darn good and hard to engage. And on Shakur's Plateau, where there's only one true attack path, I would say, it makes them that much better because, you know, spine crawlers all over that middle, and the Protoss can't really do much.
Yeah, this is a very easy map to cut in half. So we'll see if he decides to push up those spine crawlers, maybe to the middle there. 2 evolution chambers. Actually, he's going to start his second. His second one's about halfway finished. He's getting some armor upgrades. Has some nice saturation on his drones here on each of his bases, keeping them spread out pretty well. Making a couple more drones. Immortal's going to come out. And it looks like he's going to start pushing up here to the front with some stalkers, killing off some creep tumors, taking one down. Second one goes down, and he's going to back up. I like that play there.
Yeah, I mean, always a good thing, trying to limit that creep spread. And DIMAGA looks like he's really going, he's trying hard with that creep spread too. Has one going on the top of the map there. I don't want to say top middle of the map in his natural third, I would say. And then one going along the bottom. So DIMAGA being pretty proactive with this creep spread. Pretty cool to see. But even cooler to see is HaSuObs trying to limit that with an observer with these stalkers. And we'll have none of that. So pretty cool play by HaSuObs limiting that creep spread. And we have a robotics bay on the way for HaSuObs. So going to be transitioning into Colossi as he gets that third down. Third is about halfway complete.
Yeah, I really like the position of this third as opposed to the one that's up in the top right. It's, you know, a lot easier to get some, you know, small choke points at that entrance where he has all those sentries at, as opposed to in that top right section where you're kind of just really separated from your base. But I think with Zerg it works better to do the exact opposite like DIMAGA did. Be a lot more open and kind of force your opponent to like go this way so you can go in for a flank.
Yeah, and like with Zerg, I mean, the farther you are away from your opponent, I mean, the better off you are. So you have more time to react, more time to throw up defenses, more time to move your units over there to defend. Changeling popping out, he's actually going to get killed immediately. And DIMAGA continuing with that creep spread, pretty cool to see. I mean, his creep spread is getting pretty scary right now.
Yeah, he's got quite a few infestors out, some Zerglings. No upgrades yet for the Zerglings. He's going to have that +1 armor just now finishing. External Thermal Lance just now being researched, and the first Colossus on its way out, I think. And these Stalkers may get caught here. He does not have Blink. Fungal Growth going to get him. He's going to try to throw down some Sentry Force Field, but nope, not going to help. Those Stalkers did their job, took out some Creep Tumors, but that's about it.
Yeah, really cool to see that, just the continual denial of that creep spread. DIMAGA looks like he wants to do a little bit of push and action here. A lot of Lings and Roaches and Infestors coming forward to the natural expansion of HaSuObs, and HaSuObs could be a little out of position here.
Yeah, he's going to have to get some nice Fungal Growths down. He does have some Photon Cannons. That'll help. Wow, a lot of Infested Terran coming down. He's just making it rain.
He is, but
he's just going to let him go there. Interesting play. He's just going to sacrifice those guys and just kind of keep that busy. Now he's going to go for the expansion, take out some Photon Cannons. Sentry's trying to warp in, going to get some Force Fields, maybe get a nice trap here.
Oh, Oh, Hasselhoff's backing away. He almost trapped DiMaga there. DiMaga has to be really careful, does not want to be, caught on a ramp. And DiMaga just going to go into the natural expansion of Hasselhoff with a bunch of roaches getting a lot of work done, taking down that gateway, and going to go for the cyber core, and it looks like that will go down.
Yeah, I like this play here. Now he's going to come in from behind and flank with some fungal growths, and wow, he's already got a flank on Hasu from his own inside his own base. That is working great here, and DiMaga is just crushing this entire army. He's ahead by almost about 100 supply, and Hasu just lost so many of his tech units.
Yeah, I mean, DiMaga playing this really well right now, out-positioning his opponent, and Hasselhoff's left with 1 Colossus, 2 Zealots, and 2 Stalkers there on the low ground, but they're going to get killed immediately. And Hasselhoff's third is under siege by a lot of those infested Terrans, and there's the GG from Hasselhoff. So DiMaga takes the game quite convincingly, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it all came down to DiMaga splitting up his forces. He took a couple Lings, a couple Roaches, separated them off, went to the expansion, started dealing some serious damage, took out that critical cybernetics core so he couldn't warp in Stalkers, and he forced Hasu to go and engage that. And the second he did, he just closed the bear trap all over Hasu's leg. He's bleeding all over the place. He came in from behind with the roaches, threw down the fungals, and Hasu was like, what am I supposed to do to this? I'm pretty much screwed at this point.
Yeah, I mean, DiMaga played that really well, outpositioned his opponent, and a lot of that came down to the fact that his third, it went up, and it was uncontested. When a Zerg can get a third up that fast, and the Protoss can't do anything to deny it or slow it down or provide some harassment. I mean, he did get 1 cannon down, but he had to cancel 3 of those buildings there. I mean, it's not a good situation for the Protoss. So Hasselhoff was basically playing catch-up that entire game, and yes, it did come down to that unit positioning at the end of the game there. DiMaga showing why he is one of the best Zerg players in the world. Don't call me a fool. I did just say that. Come at me.
I will not come at you. I agree with you. He's a very good Zerg player. I love watching him play.
We can still be friends then.
That's good. So, yeah, 1 win here for DiMaga. Hope everybody enjoyed this commentary from Intel Extreme Masters Tournament in some place in China. Where can people find more of your stuff at, Axel?
Yeah, check me out, youtube.com/oh, what? I can't even talk today. youtube.com/AxelTossSC. Hopefully, EonShiKeno will put a little link in the description.
Yeah,
if he so pleases.
I'll put it in there.
Awesome. Yeah,
I'll put it in the description, annotation, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and I gotta catch him on subscribers, so look out, EonShiKeno. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, if anybody goes over to his channel, tell him Eon sent you.
Yes.
I love saying that. I don't know why. I just love saying that.
So you can slowly take over the world. Just tell everyone to tell whenever you're co-casting with someone, just be like, tell them Eon sent you.
Yeah, that way.
And then people will see that and they're like, who's Eon? And then you've automatically converted thousands into your little slaves.
I never thought of it like that.
I know, man. I have a terrible mind.
Yes, you do. And that's the end of this game. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.